So the today topic is fiscal year variant. So first we have to understand what is variant. After that, what is fiscal year? So variant means it is an object for which some values are defined. When this object is assigned to another object, then those values are also applicable to that other object. This is called variant principle, and the variant principle is widely used in SAP. So what is exactly the meaning of variant and why this variant principle is used widely in SAP, you can understand at the end of the topic. Now, fiscal year is also called accounting year. The accounting year is a period of 12 months for which the organizations generally prepare the financial statements. The fiscal year may be the calendar year or it may be non-calendar year. Here, fiscal year means accounting year. So normally we call it as accounting year, but in SAP that is called fiscal year. So fiscal year is a period of 12 months for which the business organizations normally prepare the financial statements. See, normally you take any company in any country, they have to maintain the books of accounts for a period of 12 months, and from those books of accounts, we have to prepare the financial statements. That's why we say that fiscal year normally contains 12 months. So this fiscal year is an accounting year. Accounting year may be the calendar year, means January to December, or it may be non-calendar year, means it may be April to March, or it may be July to June, or it may be October to September. See, April to March means starting from the April of current calendar year and ending with the March of next calendar year. Similarly, July to June means starting from the July of current calendar year and ending with the June of next calendar year. Similarly, October to September. October to September means starting from the October of current calendar year and ending with the September of next calendar year. Like that, even in the case of non-calendar year also, right? Normally it contains 12 months, right? Now, this January to December is used in the case of USA companies, right? Then April to March is used in case of Indian companies. In India, we use April to March. Why? Why we use April to March in India, and why USA companies will use January to December as a fiscal year? In India, we have one parliamentary act, Indian Income Tax Act 1961. So that Indian Income Tax Act clearly specifies that every business organization should maintain the books of accounts for a period starting from April and ending with March. That's a legal requirement. That's why, right, in India, we use the April to March as a fiscal year. Like that, every country will have their own legal enactments. That legal enactments will clearly specify which fiscal year they have to use. Okay. So in India, we use April to March. First, let us try to understand the fiscal year from the Indian company's perspective. After that, I will also explain you the fiscal year from the USA company's perspective. So it is 22, right? Just give me 1 minute. I have to make some changes to the slide. I'm sorry for the mistake. I forgot to rectify this. So in India, the present fiscal year is 2022 to 2023. That means it starts from April 2022 and ends with March 2023. So normally this is called the year 22-23, right? But in SAP, right, the year 2022-2023 is called the fiscal year 2022. Then the year 2023 and 2024 is called the fiscal year 2023. And the year 2024-25 is called the fiscal year 2024. Here, wherever you need to enter the fiscal year, right, you enter only 2022, 2023, 2024 like that. You cannot enter in this format. Okay. So in SAP, in the case of Indian companies, whenever you say the fiscal year is 2022, you have to understand that it contains the months starting from April 2022 and ending with March 2023. Similarly, when you say fiscal year 2023, right, we have to understand that it contains the months starting from April 2023 and ending with March 2024. Similarly, when you say fiscal year 2024, you have to understand that it contains the periods or months starting from April 2024 and ending with March 2025. That's how the fiscal year is represented with the calendar year in which the more number of months are falling. Means, for example, 2022-2023 means what? Starting from April 2022 and ending with March 2023, right? That means your fiscal year is spreading into 2 calendar years, 2022 calendar year and 2023 calendar year, right? In this case, in the calendar year 2022, 9 months are falling, right? And 3 months are only falling in the 2023. That's why the fiscal year is represented with the 2022. That means in SAP, the fiscal year is represented with the calendar year in which the more number of months are falling in the case of non-calendar years, right? Do one thing. Here some space is there, no? In the page. Please write down there. In SAP, the fiscal year is represented. In SAP, the fiscal year is represented with the calendar year in which the more number of months are falling, in which the more number of months are falling in the case of non-calendar years. In the case of non-calendar years. Full stop. If equal number of months are falling, in 2 calendar years, then the fiscal year is represented with the first calendar year. Means what? Look at the scheme. Here, July to June means it starts from July of current calendar year and ending with the June of next calendar year. That means it started already July 2022, right? And ends with June 2023. So in 22 calendar year, 6 months are falling. In 23 calendar year, 6 months are falling. So in 2 calendar years, equal number of months are falling, right? In that case, first calendar year represents the fiscal year. That is 2022. This we have to remember. Now, October to September means, for example, it will start from October 2022 and ends with September 2022, right? 23. October to September means It will start from October 2022 and ends with September 2023. That means in the 2023, 9 months are falling, right? January to September, 9 months are falling. Then in 2022, only 3 months are falling. October, November, December. In that case, that fiscal year is represented with the 2023. That's how we represent the fiscal year in SAP. Then in India, the current fiscal year is 2022. So it contains the periods starting from April 2022 and ends with March 2023. So in that case, normally we call as month, but in SAP, every month is represented as posting period, right? Write down this point again. Previously, please write down, continue. In SAP, every month of fiscal year, in SAP, every month of fiscal year is represented as posting period. Is represented as posting period. Now, look at this. So your fiscal year is 2022, means April 2022 to March 2023. In that case, April 2022 is called first posting period of fiscal year 2022. Similarly, May 2022 is called the second posting period of fiscal year 2022. Then June 2022 is called the third posting period of fiscal year 2022. On the same lines, December 2022 is called the ninth posting period of fiscal year 2022. Then January 2023 is called 10th posting period of fiscal year 2022. Then February 2023 is called 11th posting period of fiscal year 2022. Then March 2023 is called 12th posting period of fiscal year 2022. That's how 12 months are completed and 12 months are represented in SAP. Okay. Now, after 31st March 2023, right? After 31st March 2023, in the case of Indian companies, we have to prepare financial statements, right? Now, say for example, in your company, right? We are producing and selling 10 finished products. We are producing and selling 10 finished products, right? Then we are using 25 raw materials in your manufacturing company. In your production process, you are using 25 raw materials, right? Then we are using some 5 numbers of stores and spares, right? Then we are using 3 types of packing materials. We are using 3 types of packing materials, right? Then you have 5,000 customers. You have 5,000 customers. Okay. Now, after 31st March 2023, we have to prepare the financial statements, right? Then, as on the 31st March 2023, right, you may have the inventories of 10 finished products. You may have the inventories of 25 raw materials. You may have the inventories of 5 stores and spares. You may have the inventories of 3 types of packing materials, and there may be some work in progress of these 10 finished goods, right? Then we have to evaluate the closing stocks of 10 finished products, 25 raw materials, 5 stores and spares, 3 types of packing materials. Then this year, the trade conditions are very bad. So out of these 5,000 customers, we are expecting that some of the customers may become bankrupt. In that case, you may not be able to receive the payments from those customers. For that purpose, you have to write off some bad debts. So how much bad debts you have to write off, and also you have to provide for bad and doubtful debts. So how much you have to provide for bad and doubtful debts? For that purpose, you have to analyze the payment history of all these 5,000 customers. Then there are some expenses incurred but not paid. And there may be some prepaid expenses. And there may be some revenues already earned but not received. Then there may be some revenues received in advance. So unless you do all these adjustments, right, you cannot prepare the financial statements, right? So these are called adjustments. Without these adjustments, it's not possible to prepare the financial statements. Even if you prepare the financial statements, they are of no use. So in order to carry on these adjustments, we need some time. So in SAP, right, after 31st March 2023, we can carry on the adjustments up to 4 months, immediately after the close of the fiscal year. In SAP, we can carry on adjustments up to 4 months, immediately after the close of fiscal year. That means you can post adjustments in April 2023, May 2023, June 2023, and July 2023. Okay, so here the periods, right? 1, 2, 3, up to 12, right? 1 to 12. These are called normal posting periods. These are called normal posting periods. Then April 2023 is called 13th posting period. May 2023 is called 14th posting period. June 2023 is called 15th posting period. And July 2023 is called 16th posting period. Here, the posting periods 13, 14, 15, 16. These are called special posting periods. These are called special posting periods, right? So into the normal posting periods, you post the day-to-day business transactions. Into the normal posting periods, the accountants and the users will enter the day-to-day business transactions. So normal posting periods are mandatory. Then into the special posting periods, we can post the adjustments necessary for the purpose of preparing financial statements. But the special posting periods are optional. Means I don't want to have any special periods. Yes, it's possible. But in that case, after 31st March, you cannot post any adjustments. If you want to have only one special period, you can post adjustments up to 30th April 2020, after the close of the fiscal year. If you want to have two special periods, you can post adjustments up to 31st May 2023. If you want to have three special periods, you can post adjustments up to 30th June 2023. Then, if you want to have four special periods, you can post adjustments up to July 31st, 2023, in the case of 22 fiscal year. So the number of special periods you want to have determines the time frame for which you can post adjustments. Even though special periods are optional, right? Every client company prefers to have all the four special periods, because it's always quite very common that if you have every company could wants to have as much lengthy period as possible to post adjustments, so that we can prepare and we can do all the adjustments. That's why, even though technically special periods are optional, right? Every client company prefer to have all the four special periods. Okay, done. Then here, let us take one scenario. See, current fiscal year, right? 2022. Okay, that means April 2022 to March 2023. Okay, Now, we are using 4 special periods. We are using 4 special periods, right? So, in the case of fiscal year 2022, what are the special periods? April 2023, right? Then May 2023, then June 2023, then July 2023. Till now, this is clear. The current fiscal year is 2022, that is April 2022 to March 2023. Then the special periods are April 2023, May 2023, June 2023, and July 2023, right? So these are the special periods. Okay. Now, try to understand the scenario clearly, right? Current fiscal year is over. Current fiscal year 2022 is over. Then the next fiscal year 2023 starts. Right? So next fiscal year 2023 means April 2023 to March 2023. Okay. Now we are in August, sorry. Let us say we are in June 2023. Next fiscal year started, 2023 fiscal year means April 2023 to March 2024. March 2024. Now we are in the June 2023. We are in the June 2023. Now, today, let us assume, right? 3rd June 2023. Today is 3rd June 2023. So, today I am posting one business transaction, right? I'm debiting rent account. Say 25,000 bank account 25,000. Now remember today is 3rd June 2023. So we are in the fiscal year 2023, right? Now fiscal year 2022 is over. We have not prepared the financial statements and we are using 4 special periods, right? In that case, this business transaction may be an adjustment to the previous books of accounts, or the business transaction may be related to current fiscal year 2023 also. Getting my point, everybody? If anybody wants, I will explain one more time.
Yes,
anybody requests to explain?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
See, current fiscal year 2022 is over. Okay, that is 31st March 2023. With the 31st March 2023, current fiscal is over. Now you are using 4 special periods. What will be the 4 special periods? April 2023, May 2023, June 2023, and July 2023. Now, after the fiscal year 2022, your next fiscal year also starts. 2023. 2023 fiscal year means again it contains the periods from April 2023 to March 2024. But now we are in June 2023 and today is 3rd June 2023. Today I am posting on business transaction. So the business transaction may be related to previous year as an adjustment. Why? Because you are using 4 special periods, right? Or it may be related to current fiscal year as the business transaction. Got it now? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? Now, my question, my doubt here is, how the system knows that whether this business transaction relating to previous fiscal year as an adjustment or this business transaction is relating to current fiscal year, right? How the system understands that. Here, at the time of posting this business transaction, right? If the user enters the period number 15, if the user enters the period number 15, at the time of posting every business transaction, the user has to enter the period number. So if the user enters the period number 15, system understands that, okay, this business transaction belongs to previous fiscal year as an adjustment. Why? Because 15th means June 2023. Suppose if the user enters the period number period number 3, system understands that business transaction relates to current fiscal year. Why? April 2023 is first posting period, May 23 is second posting period, June 2023 is third posting period. Clear, no? So if the user enters the period number 3, system understands that business transaction belongs to current fiscal year. If the user enters the period number 15, then system understands that will be related to previous fiscal year as an adjustment. Right? Now, write down here. Below this slide, some space is there. No, please write down here. The adjustments posted in any of the special periods, the adjustments posted in any of the special periods will be posted. The adjustments posted in any of the special periods will be posted as on the last day of the last posting period, as on the last day of the last posting period of the fiscal year, or on any date given by the user. So obviously the adjustments are to be posted, right, on the last day of the previous fiscal year only. It is, write down, it is on 31st March in the case of Indian companies. So look at this thing here. At the time of posting every business transaction, right, we enter the period here. So if the user enters the period number 15, system takes that as adjustment relating to previous year, and here the date is also given by the user, 31st March 2020, or any date given by him in the posting date field. Clear, no? So that is the concept of fiscal year in the case of Indian companies. Then in the case of USA companies, current fiscal year is 2022. So in USA, the fiscal year is your calendar year, right? So calendar year is 2022. So fiscal year is also 2022. Calendar year means it contains the periods from January 2022 to December 2022. In that case, January 2022 is called first posting period of fiscal year 2022. February 2022 is called second posting period of fiscal year 2022. March 2022 is called third posting period of fiscal year 2022. Then December 2022 is called 12th posting period of fiscal year 2022. Then in the case of ESA companies, after 31st December 2022, your special periods will start. January 2023, February 2023, March 2023, April 2023. In this case, January 2023 is called 13th period. February 2023 is called 14th period. March 2023 is called 15th period. And April 2023 is called 16th period. Remember, there cannot be any gap between the last normal period and the first special period. This point also, please write down the material. Some space is there, no? In the page number 11, please write down. There cannot be any gap. There cannot be any gap between last normal period and the first special period. And first special period. That is, the special periods always start immediately after the last posting period of fiscal year. Okay. So the normal periods are used to post the daily business transactions. The special periods are used to carry on the year-end adjustments to the previous books of accounts. The maximum number of normal posting periods are 12, and the maximum number of the special posting periods are 4, right? So, see, in the fiscal year variant, we define the number of normal posting periods and the number of special posting periods. That's why that is called variant. Variant means an object for which some values are. See, variant means an object for which some values are defined. So in the fiscal year variant, what we do, we define how many number of normal periods you want to use and how many number of special posting periods you want to use. For the purpose of general ledger accounting, the number of normal posting periods are 12 and the maximum number of special posting periods are 4. So the total maximum number of posting periods for the general ledger accounting is 16. So for general ledger accounting, it's not possible to have more than 16. So it is mandatory that every company code should be assigned with one fiscal year variant. Otherwise, the postings are not possible. For this purpose, we can use the system-defined fiscal year variant, or we can define our own fiscal year variant. The following are the sum of the system-defined fiscal year variants. These are all system-defined fiscal year variants. Okay. V3, April to March, 12 normal periods and 4 special periods. K4, calendar year, 12 normal periods and 4 special periods. K3, calendar year, 12 normal periods and 3 special periods. V6, July to June, 12 normal periods and 4 special periods. V9, October to September, 12 normal periods and 4 special periods. Here, V3, K4, K3, V6, V9, they don't have any meaning at all. V3 means April to March, right? V3, K4, K, these, they do not carry on any meaning at all, but they represent an object. For this object, these values are assigned. That's why This is called variant. So in the software, when you purchase the software from the SAP company, right? Already these variants are available in the system defaultly. In the system, the fiscal year variants, according to the requirements of almost all the countries in the world, are defined already in the system. In case, if you don't find the fiscal year you require in the system, we can define our own fiscal year variant also. But remember, it is mandatory to define one fiscal year variant and it should be assigned to company code. Otherwise, you cannot push the transactions. So path is SPR, means it is also the job of the consultant. /n SPRO. SPRO, financial accounting new. So there is no difference between financial accounting and financial accounting new. But in the financial accounting new, some additional functionalities have been introduced, right? So what is the additional functionalities introduced in financial accounting new? We will discuss at the end of the time. So for the time being, financial accounting new. Then financial accounting global settings new. Then ledgers. Then fiscal year and posting periods. Fiscal year and posting periods. Then maintain fiscal year variant. See, no action required. Just identify which fiscal year variant you want to use for our company, for your company code, right? See, our company code is in India, right? So compulsory, we should use April to March, right? Then I want to use 4 special periods. For that, V3 is there. See here, click on position. V3. So V3 fiscal year is there, April to March. Number of posting periods 12, number of special periods 4. Similarly, we have K4 also there. K4, right? Calendar year, number of posting periods 12, number of special periods 4. Then K0, number of special periods 0. Normal periods 12, compulsory, right? Then K1, 1 special period. K2, 2 special periods. K3, 3 special periods. K4, 4 special periods. Then V6. V6, July to June, 12 normal periods and 4 special periods. Then V9, October to September, 12 normal periods and 4 special periods, right? So already all the fiscal events are available. So you need not do anything. In case, if you don't find the fiscal year variant you want, then we can define them. So how to define our own fiscal year variant, I will explain you after some classes, right? Now, write down here. For the non-calendar year fiscal years, write down. Continue this sentence. For the non-calendar year fiscal years, we have to define the periods. For the non-calendar year fiscal years, we have to define the periods. But for the calendar year fiscal years, it is not necessary to define the periods. For the calendar year fiscal years, it is not necessary to define the periods. They were already defined. So actually, we need not do anything because our fiscal year event is already there. Siddhika, what is your fiscal year in your country? Siddhika, what is your fiscal year in your country? Are you there, Siddhika? Okay. Now see the next step. Then step number 2.2, assign company code to fiscal year variant. It is not necessary to, in the case of calendar fiscal years, it is not necessary to define the periods. It is not necessary to define the periods, Rashmi. Because they were already defined. Now, assign company code to fiscal year variant. Path is same as above. So whenever you see path is same as above, right? This is called back arrow. You have to go on clicking on back arrow till you reach IMG screen. See, the step is immediately available below that step. Assign company code to fiscal year variant. Click on position. Click on position. Company code is equal to SSKV. This is our company code, right? Click on enter. See, our company code has been taken in the first line, right? Fiscal year variant is V3. Fiscal year variant is V3. See, for the V3 fiscal year variant, some values are defined. What are those values? Normal periods 12, special periods 4, right? Now, this V3 is assigned to company code. So, the values of V3 is applicable to this company code. This is called variant principle. Suppose, in India, you have 5 company codes under your group. Compulsory, all the 5 company codes have to follow the same fiscal year, right? In that case, for all the 5 company codes, we can assign V3 only. Click on save. This is called warning message. In the first navigation class, I told you, there are 3 types of messages displayed on the status bar. One is OK message, which is displayed in green color. Number 2, error message, which is displayed in red color. Number 3, warning message, which is displayed in yellow color. This is called warning message, yellow color, right? See, no postings are possible without fiscal year variant. Then, if you see the cursor is there against the company code SSLO. So it's not our company code. Should not assign the fiscal year variant. So many students are doing the practice in the same server, right? So it might have been created by another student, and that student has not yet assigned the fiscal year variant to his company code. So whenever you get any warning message, we have to ignore it. To ignore warning message, what you have to do? You have to click on enter button. Now it is giving the warning message regarding this company code SSL file. Again, click on enter. So whenever you get any warning messages, just click on enter. When you get this request box, click on enter. Data was saved. This is called OK message. So this is the concept of fiscal year variant, right? Chart of accounts. We will see in tomorrow's class. Any questions from anybody?
Yes, sir. I have one question, please. Afzal here.
Afzal, tell me.
Yeah. So the defined fiscal year. So where there is a need to assign it to the company. Yeah.
No, company code, not company.
Oh yeah, company code. Yeah. So the already defined fiscal year, but in a setting we need to assign it. Yeah.
Exactly.
To the company code. And where are the variant which are not defined and which we defined ourselves according to our requirement, we still need to assign to the company. It means that already given, or if we created a new one, in both circumstances, we need to assign to the company code.
Yes.
Okay,
Compulsory.
right. All right.
Whether they are defined the system already, or if you define your own fiscal year variant, they
We
should
must
be
have to
assigned to
assign.
company code, compulsory.
Okay, right. That's fine. Thank you.
Sir Manjunath here. I have one more question.
Manjura, tell me.
Yeah, sir. Under company, there are two companies. One is in US and one is in India. In
Okay.
that case, both this fiscal year variant would be different, right?
Yes. For Indian company code, we assign V3, right?
Okay.
For USA company code, we assign K4 or K3 according to your requirement.
Okay. Okay.
If you want to have 4 special periods, K4. But if you think only 3 special periods are sufficient, K3 we can assign.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And sir, at the time of consolidation on company level, is there any problem if it is a two different fiscal year?
No. That is taken care by parallel ledger accounting, right? That we discuss at the time of parallel ledger accounting.
Okay.
Yeah. Then Radhakrishna, any questions?
Actually, the same question which I'm going to ask that has asked by Manju. The same thing, if it is a company is established in US,
Yeah.
the two different fiscal years which we have assigned to the one group of company, the consolidation time, whatever they generate the report, the adjustment when it is related to Indian companies related to special 4 periods are different and US based companies special 4 periods are different.
Exactly.
So how
this is taken care, right?
Yes.
So here actually in India, April to March, right? In USA, January to December. So how this difference of fiscal year variance is taken care at the time of preparation of consolidations, right? We will see, I will explain you at the time of parallel ledger accounting. Okay. Parallel ledger accounting is a topic for 1 week nearly, right? At that time, we will discuss how this difference of different fiscal years of different company codes is taken care in SAP.
Sure, sir. Thanks.
Okay.
Sir, excuse me, one more question. If I have a company branches in different countries, so the same procedure will apply to all companies?
See, here, if you have the branch in different country means what?
Means
A separate legal entity. A separate legal entity.
Yeah, it's a group of company, but there is a different other companies in there.
Yes.
So in this case, we use the same code for every company.
Yes.
Right.
For all the company codes of a country, we use the same fiscal year variant.
Okay, even the foreign company, yeah.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Sir, just one more question. I was not part of last 2 classes. So company code, it means in terms of the SAP, what is actually this entity registered under the Companies Act?
Yeah.
Or
registered under the Companies Act. A separate legal entity is called company code in SAP.
Okay.
Every separate legal entity which is registered under the Indian Companies Act 2013, before that to 1956, is called company code and created as company code in SAP.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So Ravi here, one question.
Yeah, Ravi.
So yeah, I remember you mentioning that the posting period of, for example, for the fiscal year 2022, which ends in the month of March 2023. So the special posting has to start immediately at the end of the fiscal year, right?
Yeah.
So can I have a break in my 4 physical,
No, that's what I told you. You cannot have a break. I told you notes also.
No. After, okay, for example, my one of the posting period is started immediately after the fiscal year. But I had I wanted to have a 4 special postings, but I would take between one gap of 1 month.
Oh no, that is also not possible. The 4 special periods should be in sequence.
Okay, so you shouldn't have any gaps in between.
No, you cannot skip any period. Right?
Yeah. So which means there's no option that you need to
31st of July, that's it.
Okay.
No, not possible to skip any period in between and extend it to August. Not possible like that.
All right. Got it. So one more thing, right? So this physical year definition is applied to any kind of ERP, any kind of business, any kind of industry in
Yes,
Indian kind of
business
industry.
organization.
Everybody
For
has
any
to-
business
everybody has to follow.
organization in India, right? We have to use the same fiscal year with it.
Right. So, okay, got it. It's not within SAP. It's everywhere. Everybody has
Yes,
to. Any
yes,
startup
yes.
business has to follow the same fiscal.
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, any questions from anybody else? Okay, then see you tomorrow same time. Good night and good day.
Thank you.